What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Miniverse. I've got another Gaslands video for you guys, and this one's for the October Pink Slip Challenge in the Gaslands Facebook group. So the Pink Slip Challenge is the winners get to decide which cars from the losers, and the losers have to send their cars to the winners, except for the absolute loser that nobody wants their car. They have to do a destruction video. So I'm hoping for worst or best case scenario here. Anyway, so the challenge was a Halloween theme, and we had to include jack-o'-lantern and fire in there somehow. So I went with Rustys Bootleggers as the sponsor, and I wanted to do like jack-o'-lantern Molotov cocktails, jack-o'-lantern cocktails or whatever. That was a pretty cool idea. So I didn't leave myself a lot of time to get this done. I've been pretty busy lately, but I did manage to get it done. I didn't get a whole lot of like build footage of it, but I've got some really good pictures, and we'll get down in there and I'll kind of tell you how I put it together. So let's just get on after it. So I started off with this Bone Blazers rig. I was going to make a war rig until I started into this, and that top popped off there, and that looked like a flat rack, and that's when it hit me to do a hayride. So I went down to the tractor store and I bought an Alice Chalmers D19. It's a nice looking tractor. And I got some train people off of Amazon. I painted one up, stuck them in the driver's seat, and dirtied it up. And that plow on the front there, that's a ram that I 3D printed out and glued it on with a little piece of wood. And then I got after these tea lights, and I wanted to get that switch out of there. So I dug into it, managed to pop it out. And then I just installed it on the side underneath there. And for those side planks, I just used some popsicle sticks. I chopped them about in half, wore them down with a wire brush, put a couple of different colors of shade on them, put some nail holes and some bullet holes in them. And I wanted to show you how I got the batteries in there. I just wedged them up under the still and had the batteries coming up from the switch. Used those hay bales to keep them steady, and just had a couple of wires coming out that I could wire the other LEDs down onto. And for the still itself, I used this little concrete mixer thing from the dollar store. Just popped it out, cleaned it up, painted it. I used a little green stuff for the top to cover the top of it. And for the coil, I just used some solder. And the hay bales there, I 3D printed those and painted them up. And I'll leave links down in the description for the hay bales and the other 3D printed parts. And I wanted to thank the artists that modeled those. Thank you guys very much. And I kind of wanted to highlight these jack-o'-lanterns. I modeled those up in Blender and printed them out. I didn't really leave enough time for the paint to dry, so the light kind of shines through, but I think it looks pretty creepy and I like it. So that's about it. They're ready to rumble and try to win their ticket to Mars. Alright, so that's my Hellbilly Hayride build for the October Pink Slip Challenge in the Gaslands Facebook group. At the time of this video's release, there should still be a few days of voting left. Voting's open until midnight on October 31st. So there's a link down below, so you guys can go check out all the cool builds. Even if it's after October 31st, check out the other cars, man. There's a lot of good, creative people that get into these competitions, and they make some really, really cool stuff. But if it is before October 31st, go ahead and jump in there and vote. And vote for the best one, man. I mean, I would appreciate a vote for mine, but vote for whichever one you like. And before you do that, though, please go ahead and subscribe. It helps out these tiny channels like mine, helps us grow. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.